It is crazy how today some women say that the dating pool got piss in it, and many women would love to be with a six-figure guy who worships them, provides for them, and shows them off to the world. However, there are actually women who are in a relationship with a six-figure guy who loves them to death, does everything to please them, always shows them off, yet those women do not appreciate said guy and treat him like a peasant instead of a king. I guess the Jamaican proverb that says, "He who wants it desperately cannot get it, he who gets it easily does not want it or be grateful for it," fits perfectly in today's topic. Today, we will be zooming in on the famous couple, WillSmith and Jada Pinkett-Smith. News recently dropped that WillSmith and Jada have been separated since 2016. I am not sure if you just heard that, so let me repeat. Willard Carroll Smith Jr. and Jada Corn Pinkett-Smith have been separated since 2016. Wow! This really makes that slap back in March 2022 look even worse than it initially was. Man, that is crazy. I believe WillSmith needs help. Someone send help, because WillSmith is becoming the Steve Urkel, the Obito, the Steve Harvey, and the Carlton of the decade. I know a lot of guys growing up watching The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and wanted to be like WillSmith, but after all this embarrassment, it is hard to see any guy, today, want to be in Will's shoes right now.
A woman is a supervillain, the likes of which WillSmith has never gone up against.
So, for those who are not aware of what has been going on, recently Jada published her book, and in her book she disclosed that she and Will have been separated since 2016. This was also covered in a talk show interview with NBC News in Baltimore with the anchor Hoda Kotb. Here is a piece of the interview to get a better picture of the situation.
I feel like you're a straight talker.
I am.
Except you're not sometimes.
Yeah.
So why do that? Like, what was the reason?
I think just not being ready yet. Still trying to figure out between the two of us how to be in partnership, right? And in regards to how do we present that to people, you know? And we hadn't figured that out.
Jada says she considered a legal divorce, but could never go through with it.
I made a promise that there will never be a reason for us to get a divorce. We will work through whatever. And I just haven't been able to break that promise.
But you still live separately.
We live separately.
While I agree that when couples get married, they should do everything in their power to stay married and keep the vows they made to each other. However, if said marriage involves infidelity and that the children from that union are all grown up, there is grounds for divorce, instead of being constantly humiliated.
WillSmith just cannot catch a break. The man is married to a tyrant. He throws up a heartfelt post wishing Jada Pinkett a happy birthday. He's got all these pictures from all the years of all the birthdays together. And she proceeds to post a throwback video of her and Tupac lip-syncing Parents Just Don't Understand. The woman...
See why earlier I said this revelation put a whole new twist to the famous 2022 slap at the Oscar? It seems WillSmith had a mental breakdown, but what makes it even more embarrassing is that Jada Pinkett-Smith was not bothered with Will's mental breakdown as she was with Will calling her his wife.
Emotional, damn it!
But, maybe you do not believe me, so listen to what Jada has to say.
I'm really shocked because, mind you, I'm not there. We haven't called each other husband and wife in a long time. I'm like, what is going on right now?
Keep my wife's name
out of your mouth, right? And I'm like, but now I'm really worried for Will because I don't know what's going on.
What viewers did not see at the time, while Oscar clips were being shown, was Chris Rock leaning over the stage to talk to Jada.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
Looks to me and he says, Jada, I meant no harm. Now I'm just, that eye roll, really worried about
And
Will.
what's Will doing? He's just sitting there?
And Will's still talking. He's like, he's still, because now he's mad because Chris is talking to me. And I go, Chris, this is about some old shit. That's all I could think to say, right? And I couldn't really take in his apology.
How unusual for Will, a guy who...
Well, it is good to see that Jada and Chris Rock were not on as bad terms as we initially thought last year. But, Will man, you have lost a lot of street credibility and unfortunately even respect from a lot of ladies. Alright peeps, maybe I am reading into the matter too deep and maybe Will is truly in love with Jada. After all, according to the good book, love suffers long and is kind, love does not envy, love does not parade itself, is not puffed up, does not behave rudely, does not seek its own, is not provoked, thinks no evil, does not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoices in the truth, bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails. So, what do you think about this situation with Will Smith and Jada Pinkett-Smith? Do you believe Will should divorce Jada and start over? Do you think Jada needs to forget Tupac and focus on Will and her family? Or, maybe you think we should all leave these people alone and let them be? Please comment and share your thoughts. While you are doing that, please consider watching another video from the channel. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share the video with someone who will like this content. Thank you for watching. Catch you in the next one. Love.